The Democratic Congressman Adam Smith is from Washington State, joins us now. He's ranking member on House Armed Services. Welcome, sir. You heard, and you know it already, but you heard the latest there from the Speaker and others, what they're saying, and basically is, hey, same thing. If the Democrats voted for the clean CR, we could open it up and discuss and negotiate from there. Why is that not something that the Democrats are open to right now?
Well, we lose our leverage right at that point. And thus far this year, Republicans have governed in a purely partisan one-party rule without talking to us or including us in anything. And look, they got the votes to do that. I guess that's what their power grants them the ability to do. But in so doing, they've destroyed any sort of sense, certainly on the Democratic side, that we're going to be dealt with in good faith. So they need our votes to continue. Now is the time when we actually have leverage to have that conversation and at least give us something other than a vague future promise. So it's going to need to be something far more concrete. Healthcare is part of it. The other piece that hasn't gotten as much of attention is President Trump simply ignoring what Congress has passed. So we cut this deal and they say they're going to provide this, but then we've seen President Trump has frozen, I think it's, over $400 billion in already authorized spending. Some of that has been released after the fact, fired hundreds of thousands of people, canceled projects, canceled transportation projects, canceled energy projects that have been approved by Congress. So, if we agree to simply put this forward and President Trump still has that power to basically void any deal that we make, then that's no deal at all.
So if that spending if that spending was unfrozen, sorry to interrupt you, you're saying that then maybe there could be a possibility of opening up and discussing other issues, or?
What I'm saying is the law needs to be changed so that President Trump can't freeze spending like that in the future.
Okay,
he
in the future, right.
Unilaterally void what Congress and the president have signed into law.
And on the health care issue, let me play another clip from the Speaker, and then I want to ask you what maybe could move there, which would restart negotiations. But Speaker Johnson on this idea of health care for illegal immigrants, which we keep hearing about. Here he is.
We challenge them to tell us why they're not trying to give illegal aliens health care again when they put it in their own bill. This is not Republicans playing games. I could have put Republican conservative priorities on the CR and sent it over there, but I didn't. And so when you all ask me, why aren't you negotiating with them, I don't have anything to negotiate.
How do you respond to that specifically then, Congressman?
Well, that's both stupid and a lie. But what he basically said is, well, here's what they gave me and I don't like it. And then he says, I don't have anything to negotiate. Yeah, you do. That's the point in negotiations, Mike. You make your offer, we make our offer. You didn't like our offer. That's the start of a negotiation. So give us something back. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to say, well, what do I negotiate? Well, you negotiate on what we just gave you would be a good place to start. And number two, he's just got to stop lying about the illegal immigrant thing, because it's simply not the case. The Affordable Care Act, which is what we want extended, specifically says that illegal immigrants do not qualify for benefits. Now, I know why Republicans want to rely on this talking point. Two big reasons. One, immigration is a strong issue for them. And two, they don't want to talk about the implications of their health care budget and the millions of people who are going to be knocked off of health insurance because of it. But it's a lie, and the negotiation would get to a much better place if the Speaker would stop lying about that one specific piece.
Congressman, thank you. It's Congressman Adam Smith, a Democrat, Washington State.